So as we approach the end of our seed science project, because this weekend we are going to have the final product due, since the conclusion is the last part, and since the conclusion is due, you should be done with the whole thing by now. It is okay. You can revise it. It's time now to, however, thinking about what's coming up next. So in 2 weeks, we're going to have due a model of a cell activity that you can do at home, hands-on, that should be fun. So the instructions for that are in the slides that will be attached and shared in the classroom starting today. And for this week is more of a challenge. Make sure you can finish the project first, but you can start working on it this week if you want to. If you do work on it, make sure you take pictures of it when you think you're done, and don't throw away anything that you use to create the model, because you may need to fix it after I see it. But if you want to see an idea of how it's supposed to look like, first of all, the same packet X that I attached to the Power Focus area, which I recently attached support for it because it just rolled over. And we are going to do, by the way, a workshop on that on the following week. So if you are behind, you haven't studied for it yet, you can maybe hopefully take advantage of that. There's also a wrap video here that talks about the parts of the cell. I've also attached a version of this project that I did for a high school class in the past, but there's a lot of resources which are great on this document right here. But what actually matters for you guys is this set of slides that explain what you're supposed to do for the challenge. So if you are already one of those people that finished your work for science as you should, and you already completed the conclusion session, we're now going to do a modeling workshop. Not that kind of modeling where we actually create something to give information about a scientific phenomena or aspect, right? And so this could be 3D, it could be a picture, it could be symbols, or even words to help us name and explain things. So that's, for example, a model of a bridge that you see over there. So here are some examples of models also. A model bridge, a model solar system, and a model cell, like the ones you're supposed to do. I will be sharing, by the way, at the end of this slide, several pictures that I have of models that people did of a cell, including one that was done with a whole class, which is an animal cell model. But next week, I'm actually going to break down on the videos that I'm going to do the actual grading of modeling and how you a good model. But for now, you go through this presentation yourself and try to figure out how to create a model that includes all of the accurate parts of the cell, details, features, labels, specific components, using things that you can find in your house. It could be edible. It could be made of clothing. It could be made of Legos. It could be made of anything. The more creative, the better, right? And of course, some models are better than others. If they have more accurate details, they have specific components, but we'll get there. In 2 weeks from now, you'll get there. For now, just start thinking about how to do it and throw your head together on making a model if you've already finished your project. That's the challenge for this week. We'll talk more about it next week. I'll see you then.